I have one, so we're going to do question number 1071, greatest common divisor of strings. It was a bit confusing when I first looked at it, but I'll break it down for you. So we have two strings S and T, and we say that T divides S if only if S equals T plus T plus T, i.e. T is concatenated with itself one or more times. So basically, string 1 and string 2. String 1 is S, this is T, AB, ABC, ABC. So as we say, ABC can be basically divided into this ABC, ABC. Same way as example 2, we have AB, 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 AB. So this can be basically divided into this because we have AB, AB. And it says that return the largest string x such that x divides both string 1 and string 2. So if you don't know what the greatest common divisor is, it's basically which is the greatest number that basically can divide into both of these. It's more or less learned from the Euclidean algorithm. Did this in university, so it's something you should look into. But if you know what that is, I'll give you an example. So we have here, find the GCD of 12 and 13. 30 divided by 12 equals 2, remainder 6. Then we do it again, we see 12 divided by 6 equals 2. So the remainder is equals 2, remainder equals 0. The GCD of 12 and 30 is 6. That's the greatest, basically. That's the greatest number that, after divised, we get 0, basically. So let's now go straight into it. The first part of it is really simple. So we got to check. The first thing is very important is to if we have to meet this condition. So we just straight away really easy. We say if str1 plus str2 dot equals and then is str2 plus str1. So the reason we do that is because basically to meet this requirement where T divides S, basically it should be our string should basically be the same forward and back, and I forgot it should be does not equal, sorry, because we return empty if it does not. And then yeah, that's it really, and simple we'll just say return TURN, return just an empty string. That's it. The second thing is we need to implement the Euclidean algorithm formula. So what it really is just us taking whilst it's not equal to 0, basically we just take b, which is the 12, and we keep basically dividing it, and then we just have like a variable with temp variable, and as long as this variable is not equal to 0, we keep basically dividing it. So how can we do this? So let's go back to it. The first thing we need to do is make a method. So let's just make a method first. So outside of this method, let's make another method. We'll call it just call it private int. It returns an int, and we call it GCD, greatest common divisor, and we just take an int a and int b. And only reason I know this is I did this at university. I say while the while loop b is not equal to 0, and so we do a while loop, and then that's really we just say we just use it like a continuously update it. We say int just a temp variable equals b, so we set it to b, so whatever is coming in. Remember, b is the s that is basically always b is the t basically that is always going in to our longer string, so string 1, and we just say that okay, b equals whatever b is, so the remainder equals a divided no modulo, so not divided by b. So what is the remainder, right? And then a equals whatever temp is. So back to our example, if I can get a better example, we say okay, a and b, 78 divided by 66 equals 1 remainder 12. 12 is taken here. We use now this is now our a 66. 66 divided by 12 is remainder 6. Again, we go that again. 12 divided by 6 equals 2. Remainder 0. Yeah, the great 6 is the greatest common factor, basically. So or greatest divisor, basically. So yeah, that's it really. So let's go back into it. Okay, so let's do it. Let's carry on. So now we've got our method, and all we want to do is return. So as long as it equals to thing, we just return a, because a is again what we're setting it to. A is what we're saying is to what is the GCD greatest common divisor. Now we have to basically call this method. We say because it returns an int, we say int GCD var equals to, and then basically we just GCD, we call it, and yeah, that's it really. We just pass in our str1 dot length, and then we just do str2 dot length. So the reason we do that is because we want to see the length. So we're using the length, not the actual string itself, because what matters is basically these two. So you see how we have ABC, ABC, and ABC. This is 6, this is 3, and basically 6 divided by 3 is 2, remainder 0. So it has no remainder, that is the greatest. So we do ABC, ABC, basically that's it really. So that after we've done that, we just say, okay, whatever the GCD is, we say return str1 dot substring, because we want to do the substring from this position towards so from 0. So for example here is because 6 divided by 3 is 2, so 3 is the greatest GCD, therefore we say 0 1 2 3. So you see here, so 0 1 2, and obviously in that case we have 3, so therefore that is our GCD. So again we just do this, wherever is GCD and that's it really, and that's it really. We don't have to do anything else and we should be good. So let's run it, let's run this code, should be fine. Think so. Never seen. Okay, okay. I just didn't put. I keep forgetting because that's what happens when you work with when you move from language to language, Python to Java to C#. I should just really stick to one language. That should be fine. Okay, it works. So yeah, we're good. We're good to go. That basically worked as we expected. If you submit it, see what happens. Okay. Oh, okay. We got that. We beat everyone by 100%. Quite surprised, actually, pretty happy actually with that. And that's it, yeah. Enjoying it. I say enjoying it. That's it, really, guys. So now let's look at the stats. So we are now in 1.4 million. Yeah, let's just keep going and see what happens. And thank you, guys.